these two schools have different realities with respect to English. Number one, Felipe Borbón could improve the English teaching and learning process if they could hire a very good English teacher. Or not just one, many English teachers, and you can have a big and nice English program that you could develop. On the other hand, school number two, Colegio Adventista, they could, if they wanted to improve even more, they could make a convenio with Colombo, or they could make a convenio with Universidad del Norte, Instituto de Idiomas, and with any of these two big companies, they can have a very good English program that could facilitate and improve what they already have. The bilingual national program is implemented in both of these schools, specifically with the number of hours that they receive of English. And these two schools follow the Estándares de Educación Nacional that are presented by the Ministerio de Educación. This is basically how this program is covered in these two schools. In these two schools, technology is used as a didactic tool for some of the activities, for the listening, for the speaking. They use computers, they use internet, but it's only sometimes, it's not a constant. And in particularly one of these schools, technology is something it's a process, an undergoing reflection process, because sometimes when they use cell phones and too much internet, students get distracted and their learning process isn't as effective. In these two schools, they don't have a specific book or textbook they guide themselves with, but other didactic tools that we can say they use are several worksheets and activities. They use the board, they sometimes use computers, they also use audios, videos. It can be very varied, but sometimes this isn't helpful because when there is so much variety, there isn't a clear process that is going on. But we could say that the didactic tools are varied in both of these schools. From our group's point of view, computers in the use of EFL, English, teaching English as a foreign language, is something that's very positive. Using computers is helpful. It can help students learn easier and better. However, we must say that in these two contexts, money is a factor. They're not very rich schools that can have all of the facilities and all the computers for every student. So, it's important to mention that technology and the use of computers is not necessary. You don't need computers to learn English. You can learn perfect English without computers. This is not to say that we don't need them and let's never use them. No, we don't need them. It's not an obligation. It's not a necessity. But if we do have them, they can make our learning process more fun. They can make our learning process more meaningful. So it's not necessary, but if we have it as a tool, it's great to use it. Thank you for listening to our reflection about the use of how the bilingual national program is used in Colombia, specifically in these two schools in Barranquilla. I hope you have enjoyed. Please comment below.